Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. We can't predict when this will stop or when the next bull run will begin, but we're confident that it will. Make the most of this downtime by expanding your portfolio, and get ready to have some fun. When it will become obvious in retrospect is unknown. The market's explosion was inevitable at this point. While we are in the midst of the bear market, we just do not know. There must be another explanation for this, we think. In any case, have fun with all the celebrations. Get in at rock bottom pricing now and invest in your future. It's best not to force the issue. I hear a lot of folks saying they think it will happen tomorrow or next month. As in, who knows? We have no doubt that our time will come. Be prudent with this opportunity. I think this piece is fantastic since it discusses examining the present, AMM amendment. The average time it takes for an amendment to be enabled is 130 days, etc., according to Crypto Arsenal, and the memes only took 46 days. Why does everybody seem so worried? They're going to put in the effort to get this one right, so it makes sense that we'd hear something like this. After much back and forth, we've finally convinced the world that Ripple is only a minor participant. We teach and preach about ecosystem decentralization. And now it seems we're proclaiming that it's ready. If you ask Ripple, they'll tell you. And I've seen it many times where David claims it's fine when folks start feeling better. There is a positive verdict from Ripple. They obviously never make any blunders. See, David is a super smart guy. There aren't many individuals with his ability to make something out of nothing and envision the future so confidently. The XRP ledger has been created. The year in question is 2012. In that item we have a DEX and a bunch of crazy space-age stuff that was invented long after his time. Does that imply that he never makes any blunders? Does this mean that every line of code he writes is flawless? As we saw with the NFT information, Ripple was attempting to force it out because they desperately needed it immediately. In addition, the third-party developers uncovered a critical flaw in the code that might have resulted in a myriad of issues if not addressed. There's logic behind this arrangement. If you know how the validators and voting systems function, you can thank David in no small way. If you think David is on the up and up, you'll agree that he's making the right call by keeping Ripple's update capabilities in check. That's David's idea, and it's a good one. And these programmers will make sure that everything is secure before releasing it to the public. We take a peek at the current state of Lightning Network. That's the world's top developers, the most valuable blockchain, and Bitcoin. They're the ones who've existed the longest. And, lo and behold, there's a lightning problem that makes it dangerous. They're going back to try to figure out what went wrong and how to repair it. They went and messed with Bitcoin Core, didn't they? Or perhaps they can make the necessary adjustments to the Lightning Network itself. And now everyone is scrambling to address a flaw that fooled a lot of smart people. There is no harm in taking your time with it. The Wind, Daniel, the Evil Guys, and the Elephant all make zero difference. They merely want to ensure that we are well prepared for the release of this monstrosity. And maybe, just maybe, this time the rebels are correct and it's ready. However, the validators and developers will not give their final okay until they have seen the actual numbers. That's positive, by the way. We all hope that the XRP ledger doesn't crash. When we're together, we never stop laughing. It's a lot due to the frequency with which it crashes and other problems arise. Therefore, it is expected that this procedure would take some time. And I still think we'll see AMMs and have them enabled sometime. And even from that vantage point, it's not that significant. Getting these marketplaces up and running with participants actively contributing value takes time, but that's fine. That's why we take the time to prepare thoroughly. And that's just the beginning. Once you've built it and brought everyone on board, we'll finally succeed. Be patient. Don't get too angry at the people who are operating separate validators either. They mean well and only want to ensure everyone's safety. There are ripples of worth in what you say is secure. There's logic behind the way it's constructed. We can see waves on a winning streak, but there's still one game left, and we all know the SEC will appeal. They never reach an agreement. And I just wanted to go back to the idea of Brad and Chris giving in to the status quo. People are upset that the SEC dropped the case because they weren't able to reach a settlement. What I will say is this. I'll pull out the Ripple board the next time I bring Brad and Chris over. I don't want these guys to give any consideration to how they feel, to their own wealth, because I don't want that to play into their actions or decisions in any way. What's best for crypto and their business is what I hope Ripple will ultimately decide. There should be no cloud of suspicion over these business leaders either. That's why Jay Clayton tossed them in the first place. He wanted to throw him off his game and get them thinking about their own wallets. But that's not the case right now. No, that's something we'd rather avoid. Now, thankfully, they've managed to successfully handle the case, be aggressive, and ultimately prevail. However, with this danger eliminated, Ripple can be much more daring in this situation. And Brad and Chris need not concern themselves with any of this. They need only worry about Ripple and the crypto industry as a whole. And I consider that a major development. Okay, this is it, we're out of these now. Once again, the alkaline XRP metropolis is on the rise. Many people seem intent on attacking Daniel, although he's a top-tier programmer, actively contributes to the community as a validator, and is always willing to answer questions. I don't know why he seems to be the target of so much hostility. But he remarked, "Hey, Joe Cat says this thing's good to go. Like you have no right to cast doubt on that." Well, once again, Joe Cat's plan includes allowing users like Daniel to cast ballots and share their opinions. That's just the way the system works, though. So I don't think we should be angry with the individuals who are trying to do excellent work and making sure that everything is ready to go when it is released. Not even David's assurance that, something's ready, eliminates the possibility of an error. It's something even super smart people do. You can trust that your code will be thoroughly reviewed by a variety of developers who are experts in their field. Davis has the broad picture in mind, what is needed going forward, but that doesn't mean he's going to micromanage every tweak around here. Therefore, this is crucial. This community is strong and distributed. Try not to hold any grudges against them. They're helping us out and looking out for themselves at the same time by working hard to establish themselves as business leaders and improve our infrastructure. They aren't being polite for no reason. The fact that the success of their enterprises depends on the quality of the XRP ledger increases the value of XRP, therefore our relationship with them is mutually beneficial. We really do need a system that works here. In that way, our fates are interwoven. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. As always, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. See you later, bye.